Small community banks were not responsible for the financial meltdown, but they are serving a bigger role than many would have imagined in helping their communities to recover from that crisis.
Prior to 1999, essentially all banks in the United States were just that, banks. They did basic banking services. But in 1999, Congress changed the rules, allowing bank holding companies to broaden their footprint by acquiring other financial services types of companies. There's about 7,000 banks in the United States. The largest 4 have 50% of the market. The largest 19 have about 70% of the market. So generally, by number, community banks comprise almost 6,500 banks in this country, but they only have about 30% of the market. Valley Republic Bank is unique in a sense in that we were one of the few banks that was started after the banking and economic collapse. And so we had a lot of knowledge about that bad history, if you will, when we opened the bank. And as a consequence, we've been able to bring to our community the concept and identity of a safe haven for the community to bank. And we've been very successful in that regard.
Marketing consultant with several area hospitals, Robin Scott understands the value of corporate community outreach. She has seen firsthand the positive results of businesses that give back to the communities in which they operate through outstanding corporate citizenship.
The kinds of banks that thrive are the banks that are led by a person who is tuned into the community, who gives back to the community, and makes it a priority.
This is a community that we all live and work. We want to make this a better place to live, and we have a responsibility to do that.
Valley Republic Bank is a different kind of bank. It's more than just an institution where you place your money. It's a place where you build trust, and that trust is built through community partnerships, making sure that when you say you're going to be there, you're there.
It was that kind of emphasis on serving the community and establishing long-lasting relationships that attracted a successful business owner such as Tim Sullivan of Sullivan Petroleum to his local community bank.
We started plans to build this gasoline station in 2008, and in 2009 we were attempting to get financing to build it, and there wasn't really any interest of any banks to do this. And when I met Bruce J. and Valley Republic Bank, they understood what was going on in this community, and they saw the need for this station out here in this particular part of town. And they approved the loan in 14 days. That's the first time in my life I ever had a bank loan approved that fast.
There's a significant difference, I believe, in the banking services provided by a community bank versus a regional or national bank, in that you can talk to the people who are making the decisions, you can be acquainted with the board of directors, you can understand the concept behind the founding group for the bank and what their purpose was, who understand the needs of local business.
Our directors, our management team, and our staff all live in this community, and most of us were born and raised here. And so we know the community, we know our customers, we have relationships with them. We see them at the restaurant when we go out and eat, or at the grocery store, and we understand their business. We understand this economy, and it makes a big difference in terms of the efficiency, the service that we can provide. In the end, it's a critical factor to the pace of growth and the success of our local economy.
When it was time to expand for Heather Dewar, co-owner of Dewar's Ice Cream and Fine Candies, it took her local community bank to put together a sweet deal.
Dewar's Candy Shop was originated by my great-grandparents back in 1909. We have banked with other larger banks, and when we made the decision to expand, we made the decision to go with a community bank, Valley Republic Bank, and for a lot of different reasons. One, because their best interest is looking out for the community of Bakersfield.
I think any good banker, and especially community bankers, go in as a consultant, and it's not so much looking at what the company can do, but what are the risks to the company. We knew that the way it was designed, and it was designed by them personally, that this would enhance their business, and so far it has.
I knew I was not just going to be a number or a business on a piece of paper. The fact of the matter is they know Dewar's. I have a one-on-one relationship with several people at the bank. When we went to them and and said we'd like to get a loan, we have this great project that we're interested in, they already knew our history. They knew us. They knew it was a project that was going to be successful, and I felt like they partnered with us in it. It was as though they wanted us to succeed at it as much as we did.
Heather and I go back to when she was first invited by the family to be part of the business. Her father came in and said, "My daughter's coming in with Michael and I want you to meet her." Since that time, I've seen her married and 2 children, and it's been a joy to see both her and her brother take over the next generation of this business.
Valley Republic and DeWars do have a mutual goal in mind, and that is to better the community of Bakersfield. When we received the funding and we created this project, we were able to bring in 100 additional jobs to the community of Bakersfield.
We know how, in this case, how successful DeWars was, and if you participated in their business, you could, which a lot of the directors and the management and the bank go to DeWars, you would know that they were just overcrowded at the facility that they were at, and this was just really a no-brainer to expand into this operation.
I couldn't imagine a better partnership as somebody that we're both looking out for the best interest of our community.
One job creates several more jobs down the road, so every time that we can put money into our community, we're enhancing the community and watching it grow.
Valley Republic Bank was recently named in a study by MSN.com as one of the 359 safest banks in America and one of the 17 safest banks in California. Valley Republic Bank was the only bank to make that list between Sacramento and the LA Basin. One of the reasons they have been able to set themselves apart from their competition is their commitment to total transparency and full disclosure, both internally and externally.
The first, in the environment that we opened the bank, we felt transparency was absolutely critical. Not only internal, but external. So there are no secrets. We have full disclosure with our board of directors. We have full disclosure with the public. We make our activities very well known. We have nothing to hide.
We do nothing in the way we operate the bank that wouldn't give the public extreme confidence if they saw more information than we provided them. I think the community banking system is extraordinarily important to our nation. It is the base foundation to create the economic engine of small business. And somebody within their community is best to understand that versus somebody that is remote, analyzing some need where they can't really understand what the product is, who it's being provided to, and what the purpose is behind the business.
The small business is how big businesses become big businesses. I mean, they just have to start someplace, and I think there's more people employed in this country in small business than there are in big business, and we need more small community banks like Valley Republic Bank to help us.
In the next 5 to 10 years, I see Valley Republic Bank as the premier bank in the greater Bakersfield market. And as people identify a banking need, we're the front of mind. This is a safe place to bank. We know they're going to be here for a long time. We know we can get responsive service. And if I have a need, if my business has a fire or a disaster overnight, I know I can call my banker at Valley Republic Bank. They know who I am, and they can help me with my need.
Valley Republic Bank. Local, responsive, reliable. For more information, visit us on the web at valleyrepublicbank.com.